Okay, so I was saying that the first example in which the examiner can ask you a floor plan question is when you are provided with a site plan, and on the site plan he gives you only the total area, the total floor area for that house plan. So let me see if this is the example before I start going through into details. I'll go to the site plan and see if, yeah, it's this one. Okay, so you see what's happening here. He has given a site plan. This is a site plan. And last time when I was teaching, I told you how to draw a site plan is to copy as it is. Just copy everything as they are and making sure that all the lines, they follow the layers that are explained last week.
Yes.
So on this site plan, you can see there's no area. This is the building. The building is going to sit here where you see dashed lines. Can you see these dotted lines here?
Yes.
This is the proposed area. But how do you know the sizes of this house? You must be provided with a floor plan somewhere. So this is one of the examples that he can ask you. He can give you this site and he wants you to show the area. Here, the total length of the floor and the total width. So where do we get that? You're supposed to go back to the floor. I'm sure he has given a floor plan. If not, there must be an attachment somewhere where he's mentioning. If you read through here, what is he saying? This is the second question in every question paper. Figure 2, diagram sheet 2, shows a concept internet plan of a 3-bedroomed house. Okay, we'll go to diagram sheet 2. And then you have been given the specifications, meaning that the house that you're going to draw must have all this. But when we come to the floor plan, these things are not necessary. They're not important here. If you look at the pitch, there's no way you can show the pitch on the floor plan. We are going to use this information on sectioning, which is question number 3. Most of the things that are given here will be used in sectioning. But when you come here, your client wants you to design a holiday house based on this plan. As a draftsperson, you must design this house in accordance with the South African National Standards, which is SANS, and the building regulations. The finished floor of the house is 10,600 above natural ground line, above NGL. This is just the elevation. The finished floor is the floor in your house where there's a carpet or where there's tiles. That is what we call FFL, finished floor level. So they're saying the finished floor level is 10,600 above NGL. Well, the NGL is 10,000 above sea level. So if the difference is 600. You must know that the 600 is the difference from the natural ground line, which is the ground outside the house, to the level where the floor is inside the house. It's 600. You see the difference? It's 10.6 minus 10,000. Then you are required to use the outside dimensions given on the attached plan. So we need to go to the attached plan and see the outside dimensions that are given. Then from those dimensions, we are going to create a floor plan. And in this case, the examiner wants you to draw a floor plan and design your own rooms. But there must be 3 bedrooms, and there must be a pantry, there must be kitchen, dining room, and a full bathroom. When they say a full bathroom, is a toilet, a shower, a washing basin, and a bathtub inside. That is what we call a full bath. So on that floor plan, when you design, you must make sure those things mentioned here in the question are shown, and you are going to get 12 marks for doing that. Then on that floor plan, you must make sure you show the room names and the floor finishes, meaning that if the room is a bathroom, you write bath or bedroom 1, bedroom 2, carpet or towels, names and the floor finishes. Then you get 2 marks. If you forget that, you lose 2 marks. Then you need to show all external and internal wall dimensions. We're talking about external bricks and the internal bricks. The internal bricks are 110 in many cases, and external will be 220. But I'll show you where you get the information, whether external is 110, 220, or internal is 110. If you show all your dimensions, the floor plan needs to be fully dimensioned. You see how many marks is that carrying? 7 marks. Windows and the door symbols, you must show the windows and the door symbols. I'll show you an example of a completed floor plan according to examiner's memo. 2 marks for showing the codes, window codes, or showing the window symbols and the door symbols. Then your floor plan needs to show the sanitary installation. What is this sanitary installations? It's the toilets. Any plumbing installations like basin, bathtub, shower, toilet, whatever you show regarding plumbing, that is what we call the sanitary installations. They are very important. Being it in the kitchen and in the toilet, in the bathroom, you must indicate that there is a shower here, there is a sink here, there is a washing basin here. You must show them in position. Then you get 2 marks for showing the sanitary installations. Then the window codes are also important. Anytime you start answering a floor plan, you're going to be given the window codes specific question paper. You see which codes they want you to use here. That is for 1 mark. Section arrows. On a floor plan, you need to show where the cutting line is passing. Before we come to answer the section in question in the next example, you must already know where you are cutting across your floor plan. We show a section line or a cutting plane line. Then you need to show the title and the scale, meaning that floor plan, title 1 to 100. Then the true north, you take the true north according to the geographical compass. It's usually given on the site plan. So exactly as on the site plan, you indicate the north arrow also on the floor plan. So once you indicate all this, at least you've got what we call a checklist. Examiner is even telling you what he wants. It's just to draw and use correct symbols, correct layers, put dimensions on, make sure you scale correctly, and then you get how many marks is this? 32 marks. So let's have a look at the sketch. They said they gave the diagram sheet 2. I'm going to the attached diagrams and see whether they gave the external dimensions. This is diagram sheet 1, and diagram sheet 1 is only showing us the site plan. And I already told you that we don't have dimensions here. Can you see here? There's no dimensions for the house. So you can't know how wide and how long the house is going to be. So let's see if diagram sheet 2 is attached. Diagram sheet 2 is this one. So this paper, yeah, it's this one. I was looking for this one. Diagram sheet 2 continued. I'm trying to show you this is a completed floor plan, but it's not fully detailed. Examiner is just giving you, ideas to say it must look like this. So let me try to, show you. The true north is not here. The true north is given on the site plan. Let's go back to the site plan first. You see what a true north is. There is the north arrow. They are telling you that where the house is based, the north is this side. That is the north side of the campus. So the south will be this side, the east will be on your right, the west will be this side. So meaning that when you are looking for dimensions from end of your house to end of the house to end here, we include the bricks. You have to make sure you include the bricks. Don't just come here on the floor plan because you have been given the floor plan. Sometimes the examiner doesn't give you the floor plan. That's why I'm saying there are 3 ways. So this is one of the ways where he provides a floor plan for you with the dimensions. I think you can see. Let's check here. You see these dimensions here?
Yes.
Plus, minus. I know it's like upside down. Let me try if I can rotate this. But I don't have to rotate. Let's leave it this way. This is plus minus 7,280 millimeters. Can you see? Plus stroke minus 7280 millimeters. When they tell you that the length from here to here is this plus minus, they're saying it needs to be at least around 7,280. So what I expect students to do is to make sure that you go exactly to this. It's better you are perfect. Go to 7,280. That will be from corner to corner. You include the bricks. Are we together?
Yes.
Yes. Then coming down, this one here is 10,620 plus minus. So make sure that it's like 10,620 from end of there of your house back to the end of the house here. That is the first part that you are going to create. And then once you create that, you need to start making the rooms. You can see like this room here. How much is this room? 11.92 square meters. You know about the area, ne?
Yes.
Area is L times B. Area of a rectangular room is the length times breadth. So what the examiner has given you is, each of these rooms, you have been given the room areas. It is now up to you to come up with your own internal length and internal width of the room, but that length and that width, when I multiply the two, it must give me 11.92, plus minus around 11.92. If I get it at 11.90, it's fine, it's near 11.92. Okay?
Yes.
Yes. And then this other room is 11.37 square meters. So you're going to come up with your own length inside here times the width there inside to give you 11.37 square meters. And making sure that when you go to the, let me try to go, what is this? This is 7280. And the other one is 10620. So when we go to AutoCAD here, are you able to see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, but I'm not in the building template. I've already mentioned you need to work with the templates. You will come on the desktop. Let me go and open my templates. File, new. I want a template because it comes with all the layers. Okay, and then I save my templates on examples.
So, can I ask something?
Mm.
So for the templates, yeah, once I download them from the Google Class, then I just have to go to the icon there at the top, and then just write new, click on new, and then I just go search where I saved them on.
Yes, correct. You just go and search where you have saved. There's no need of just
Okay.
going somewhere else. Only when you come here to the college, like when you're writing your exams, you need to
Yes.
find the templates on the desktop. You go to the
Okay.
desktop and then you go to server, and then inside server you are going to look for public. I think I've mentioned in many videos how to get the templates. I'm trying to look for my template. It's like I moved things around, but I'll find it. Let's say there was a folder where I saved the templates. Yeah, so it's not none of those. Okay, desktop. Yeah, I need to open the template, because if I don't open the template, you won't know which layers are used for what. Okay. Practicals. Let's search. Okay. AutoCAD templates. I'm not sure where it's hiding. Can you see the registers? Desktop registers. So it's hiding under desktop, then in registers. Hey, I'll open direct there. Okay, so there's building template. Yeah, I was moving here. It's under desktop registers, desktop files. So it's hiding. This is this one. Let me open. Then you can see that, yeah, it's building template, and when it opens, it comes with this, the template, and then it comes with the layers here. These are our layers. You are going to use outline for all your brickwork, okay? And you're
Yes.
going to use construction for the windows and doors and any other fixtures, can be furniture, but everything to do with bricks. It can be concrete, it must be under outline. So what I was telling you is that you need to first draw the outside. Don't draw within the template. You need to work outside. What was that length? It's 7280, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sure it was like that. Enter. Okay, after you enter, you need to zoom extent because it's big. 7280. Yeah, it's something like this. Let me just confirm from there. to the, yeah, 216. But if it's 280, it must be 280 there. Then once you do that, then you come on the other end, it was 7,000, it was 10,000 something. So you type 10,200. I'm just now approximating. If it's 10,200, enter. Okay? Then you are going to close here, there. This thing I've done, you see how big it is. The template is very small. You just leave it on the side. Don't interfere with the template. Just leave it aside. Whatever I've drawn here, when I take you back to the PDF here, you have just drawn everything from corner to corner, from corner to corner. Okay, we are here. And then they have given you this dimension here, which you are going to play around with. There's a small space here, which you are going to play around with. There's also a deck, which is 20.65. So what I said is, before you even start making the room names, you need to offset inside by the brick thickness. But what is this wall thickness? For you to know the wall thickness, you must go first to the instructions. Examiner gives you instructions to say what is the brick size. You see here on the instructions.
Yes.
Instructions and information. That's when we know that, oh, for purpose of this examination, brick size should be as this. This is the length of a brick, the width of a brick, the height of a brick is 75. So when we are looking at the outside of the bricks, it's 220. Then 110 is for internal wall. So if you want to get the external to be 220, you go back to your AutoCAD there, and then you start offsetting. You are going to offset 220 inside because it's external. There is offset there, offset 220, enter. So it means that I'm creating the external wall. Inside, you see the way I'm offsetting, not outside. If you offset outside, it means you are increasing the floor area. Yeah, maybe you start like that, you can trim. And then you can start creating the rooms. So when we come to creating the rooms, at least the examiner said plus minus. It shouldn't be exactly. As long the total area is correct. You see, this total area must always be correct. The floor area of the entire floor plan must be correct according to actual measurements. But when I come to do room divisions here, I'll come back to the PDF and then see what, not this one. It's this one. Yeah, I'll come back to this question and see how are the rooms partitioned. Then I can approximate. Let's start with the biggest rooms that we were given. Which are the biggest rooms? I think it's these two up. Or we can start at the bottom. Can you see at the bottom here? There is what? A lounge. I think this is a lounge. You can see the chairs. But with this lounge, I think you can see there is a corner coming in and going out. Then this one remains out. So we'll come and make these parts later on. What you need to do is create an area of 21.51. So what I'll do is I'll go to the calculator here. So you open your calculator, and we are saying the area is 21. Where's calculator? Yeah, it's opening. It's saying the area is 21.51. So if area is L times B, I'm going to assume that the length, let me minimize. This is 7,280 or somewhere there. And if I follow half of this house, it's not even half anyway. It's bigger on the right-hand side. Then when I come down, I think if from end to end, if it's 7,280, I can assume that from here to here, it can be like how much? Tell me. Bigger than this one. I can leave this side to be 2.5. You see, this left side.
Yes.
2.5. Then 7,280 minus 2.5. Then you choose to use this other right-hand side. But remember, there is also the bricks given here. But I'll tell you why I'm doing this. I want to create only a brick wall here. Only one at that corner here. But that you are going to approximate, as long as you don't tamper with the 7,280. But whatever is happening inside, what I'll do, I'll go somewhere there. Let's go to the AutoCAD. You go to line. I'll make the left side bigger, maybe somewhere there. Yeah, just briefly like that. I don't know if it's too big. You can move a bit, move, but not halfway. Yeah, something like that. Then if I use this line here and I go back here and I tell you that that line I've drawn is this line here to make a passage. Can you see here?
Yes.
Yes, then I'm going to offset to the right and looking at the thickness, this looks very thick. It's 220. So you're going to work with 220. The thinner ones will be 110. These thinner ones are internal walls. When you see it's thick, it means the roof maybe on the sitting room is heavy, so they are using the external wall size. So this will be 220, this will be 220, this can be 110. They are thinner, but in the way it's supposed to be, all internal bricks must be 110. But I'm going to work with 220 here. It's very thick. Okay? And the passage is not usually given to you. This passage is supposed to be 900 standard. 900. There is this passage here. So when you go to your AutoCAD, this line you have drawn, you can offset. You go to offset again. You say 900. You can start there. Enter. Then you take this. There. That's my passage. Escape. Then offset 220, enter. To the right, what am I creating? The brick wall here for the sitting room. Then this one looks like it had a partition somewhere here, which you don't know also. When we go here, I want to make this corner. You see that corner? Yeah, to leave this space out. So you can also look at this and just approximate. Maybe this one is 500 corner. When you go to your AutoCAD, you are going to offset. You can say offset, let's say 500, enter. I'll start from outside or the inside. Offset 500, enter. I'm going to offset this one here. Yeah, 500. Then I can trim out. You'll see what I'm doing there. Yeah. Okay. You can either delete this and then offset this one, offset 220, enter. This will be your external part of the brick. Then after that, you're going to come this one and align it with that one. Close. Take this one. There shouldn't be any line crossing over. You must make sure you trim out. Okay, this line I will delete. Then I've got this one here. Already you can see the corner it's making here. This one you bring, trim until there. This one you bring it there. And then you make sure that this one is joining with that one. So at least you have made something similar to, as long the length you didn't change. There is your passage. Then when you go again here, you look at, there are two rooms here. You can see there's a room and a room here. There's a pantry, which is 4.2 square meters. But before I get this right, I need to make sure the sitting room is right because it's the biggest one. So to get the sitting room right, let me check first whatever length I've created here. You go back here on your floor plan, measure the internal length from here to here. What is this length I've created? Fine. You come here, you check. 3,868. You need to divide this one in the area. The answer you will get will be the length going up. You see this one is 3.868. 3,8 in meters, this is 3.868, right, in meters. And then if you look at the area for the floor, for the room, is 21.51. 21.51. You go to your calculator and you say 21.51 divided by 3.6, what was that?
86.
3.868, correct, 3.868. I'm dividing that length into the area. Is it this 3.868, ne?
Yes.
868, enter. This is the length, 5.56. Does it make sense? Then you go to the question again. No, you see it's not making sense. It needs to be around like a square. Then if I use 5 going that way and 3 going this way, it won't be a square. It won't be a square. So you still need to adjust because it's going to be too much going that way. So how can I adjust? I'll go to the floor plan again because 5 meters, let me see this length. You'll see yourself. This is 5,560 or 61. 5,561. Let me offset, you see. 5,561. It's not going to make sense, meaning it's out of proportion. When you say offset 5,561, enter. From here, going up. Look. Can you see what I mean? It's not making sense. We need to make it, yeah, it's not making sense at all. We need to make it like a square. So to make a square, we need to increase this one, this length. How do we increase this length? It's by moving these bricks. We are going to move the bricks a little bit. Yeah, just, playing around within the given area. Let me move here and see what will be this length now to here. 4223. Then you go and divide 4223 into this length, 21.51. So you go again back to the calculate. This is the one that is a bit hectic when the examiner has given you room areas. Students are crying about that. Okay, so now you have to figure out the answers here. Length times breadth to give us 21. So it's going to be 21.51 divided by 4.2 something. What was that? 4.2 223. 223, enter. It's giving me 5,000 or 5.1. We can say 5.1. Yeah. So if it's 5.1, try to offset this line 5,100. Offset 5,100, enter. Can you see? It's still big. Yes, it's still big. So you still have to move and play around until you get to the answer. Let me move this in. Move. I'm going to move it somewhere here. And while I'm moving somewhere there, look here on the floor plan. It's like halfway of the house, ne? Check here.
Yes.
Is it halfway? Yeah, somewhere halfway, but not very half. The bigger part is bigger than the bottom part. This room and that room are bigger. The deck itself, it's 20.65 square meters. So the deck can be 12 meters this side. So 12 and 10, we can just use this one, maybe 4.8. 4.8 long. Let me see if I use 4.8 long, what will be the length here? You fix it here, then come and mend this side. I really want to get to this length. So if it's 21.5, you must make sure that you take 21.5, 21.5 divided by 4.8. I'm just now using 4.8. You see the other one gives me 4 point what? 4.489, or we can say 4.480. This one, 4.80. Yes, it's much better. Maybe it's going to be a square. You go to offset 4,800, enter. This one. Okay, I'll delete these two and then offset 4,800, enter. Then when you offset this one, it will be somewhere there. Then the other one, we said 4,800 and 800 and something. 4,000. Let's just check. You will come with a calculator. Yeah, 4479. 4479. So when you say offset 4479, enter. This one. Where is it ending? This one. It's this line. That's where the internal wall is going to start. So let me just use red. Then it means I must take this all the internal bricks here, and then I'll move from here to there. Yeah, then I can delete this one. Then once you do that, you can delete these measurements. I'll show you how to check for the area. Delete, trim. Yeah. After you trim, then you can just extend to here. Extend this there. Then trim. You are trimming this piece and this piece and that piece. Are you at work?
Sorry, ma'am. No.
Oh. All right, so what I was saying is I can now prove, let me extend this one here. And already this is inside, so if I need to get the wall thickness going that way is 220. How do we check the volume? First you offset 220, enter, why 220? That is the thickness here for this floor, for the sitting room. But if you want to check the area if it's correct, you need to come here, measure. Okay, measure area. Then you click on the area. Then you click the corner to corner. You click this corner and that corner. Then right click, enter. You will see the area. It's going to be written down there. You see the area here. 2.
Yes.
It's 2. It's 22,54. When you see thousands, it's millimeters squared now. But it's 22,55. But what was the area on the question? 21.51. So it's a bit bigger. Can you see? This is 21,51 plus minus 21,51. But when I look at what I've created here, it's giving me 22. So it's a bit bigger. You can jiggle around with it by just moving this one a little bit down, maybe until here. Then again go to measure. That's how you are going to be fast. Don't waste time. Just create a shape looking same as what is given. Then come and play with the areas like that. Okay? Then right click, enter. Now it's 20,81. It's a bit smaller. It's far away from 21, you see. Otherwise, if you want to get it right, you need to come back here and measure this length the way I was doing first. This length. Internal length, and once you get this internal length correct, 4431, it's 4431. Go and divide 4431 into 2151. 4431, you're going to say 21.51 divided by 4.431. If you want to be accurate, you must divide with this 4431. And check the answer that I'll get here. Then I say equals 5.6, 5665. That is going the other way. So you go here again, offset 5665, enter. This one here. Now the space has been eaten again, you see. So if you don't want to reduce in this length, just keep on playing around with this one here. Increase this one up. But what I don't want is you to go away from what is given. What is given, you need to be around that one. You come back area. I've moved the bricks again. That is what is killing students here because they don't know the areas. Now it's 2175. Can you see? 21,
yes.
Yeah, 2175. How much was that? We are not far. This is 2151, almost, because they said plus or minus. If you want, you can leave it on that one. It's not going to be wrong. You are not going to be wrong, as long as the total area around this floor is correct. If you want to reduce, you're going to move it a bit. But we can't get to exactly unless the examiner said it must be exact. I reduce again, then measure area. You come to the corner, go to that corner, this corner, that corner, right click, enter. 2136. I'll leave it there. It's not wrong. You are not far from there. Even the first one was okay. Once you create that, you are going to start doing the partitions for the rooms. How do you do the partitions for the room? There's 2 rooms here, 1 and 2. So you still need, there's a passage here, and then you have got another brickwork here. Then it's how many rooms? 1, 2, 3. About 4 rooms, but the bigger one up here. You are going to go to AutoCAD. Just get a line, okay? I think the bigger one is up somewhere there. Draw a line, then offset 110, which is 110. You select this one, come here. Then again, copy. I'm not sure how many rooms we are going to do. I think there were 4 rooms. You do like that. But this room again had a partition in between. But if you see your drawing is not making sense, you go and play around with the sizes again. Because remember the passage, we didn't create the passage. You need to create the passage. Offset, you say 900, enter. What is that 900? You can offset from here, 900. It means that's where the passage will be. You see, now the room is not even making sense. Why? Because there's going to be a passage here. Yes. So if you want to create a passage, you can either copy this one by 900 to the right, enter, and then you can just trim, not trim, yeah, you trim here, you trim, you trim. Remembering that you have also affected the sitting room. You need to go and play around with the area for the sitting room. And then this one, you can delete, and then offset 110, which is 110, enter. There. Then you come extend. Make sure you extend all the lines to there. Yeah. And then I can delete this one. Then when we come to the sitting room, how was the passage? You come back again and just check that the passage is ending next to this first brickwork. And then when you go to AutoCAD there, you are going to say the passage, just extend again. Extend, yeah, to there. And then you can come and trim. Because they are saying that the passage is ending somewhere there. And then extend. Yeah, I'm not going to finish everything, but I'm just guiding you. This is how you go about. That is one of the examples where they give you the floor plan with the room areas. And then in that case, you're supposed to play around with the length. As long L times B is adding up to the area given, then you are not wrong. You are right. Then we'll start putting the doors in place. Okay, then this is offset 220, enter. Then join that one there. Then trim this one here. Make sure there's no bricks going across, like this one is not allowed. You trim it. Even on the other side, I see you're supposed to trim there in between here. You go to trim, enter. You start trimming there. There, because you come and do the hatching in the end. Once you finish everything, you come and put the hatching. So what I've drawn, it's not yet even accurate according to examiner's instructions. He wants you to make sure that the areas are matching up. So you can extend. I want these walls to reach there. Yeah. If we go back here, you will see that there's doors and there's a door, but also coming back to that area. The length here times the width there must give you this area. But when you measure corner to corner inside. Even here, I see there are 2 rooms, which means that you're supposed to come back here and create another partition there. There's a patio, so somewhere there create 1 line, then offset 110, enter, whichever side, but making sure these lines are bent. Yeah, I'll choose 1 line here, halfway down, offset 110. 110 is for the thinner ones, for the internal wall. Then you can come and trim in between like that. Okay, then to put the doors in place, you need to bring, what I've said is that these rooms are not accurate. Remember, there is also a deck here, which you are supposed to,
Yes.
yeah, you need to create that deck. This deck must be created here in this space. But remember, the deck is also part of this length. Don't go away from this length. The secret here is to make sure this length and that length are not over or less. Even the rooms are less, as long you work through the total area given. These rooms must be around this area. Just go and confirm, like the first room, this is 1192. You will be going to AutoCAD now and then and check the area. Come here, check the area. I'll come to the first room here. I click in the corner, click in the corner, click there, right click, enter. You see this one, it's giving me 9.3, so it's small. 9.35, it's supposed to be 11 point something. You can either move the walls down, you can either drag these ones, you say move a little bit. You can move them down maybe to here and try to measure the area again. It's room by room, just make sure that all your rooms are near the same area given by the examiner. Again, you start corner to corner, as long you're around 11, and there right click, enter. All right, at least this one is 9.5, so it's still small. Continue working with that until you finish. So the next thing I want to show you is how to put the furniture and the doors and the windows. If you want the door, for all the external doors again, you are going to go to the library. You go to File, okay, Open. I need to see where my symbols again. Practicals, there's rack. Okay, there's no symbols. I'll go to my desktop. I said registers, registers, books. Okay, there's no symbols here. Desktop files, AutoCAD, these are templates. So again, if I'm looking for symbols, you know, you go to the server. I used to have symbols, but I moved them somewhere. Let's check here. Yeah, I see also here there are no symbols. But what we can do, I can go and search again here. Symbols. Yeah, I hope I didn't move this. AutoCAD symbols. Yeah, it's here. Which folder is this? Rack. I wonder how they moved, yo. Okay, I'm going to open this folder, right? So it is under, Windows C drive, documents, rack, library. Yeah, so we look for the symbols. But the next time I'm going to teach you, we'll get the symbols. In this case, I don't see any symbols. Building, no symbols. I moved my symbols, but in the next lesson, I'll make sure that I get the folder for the symbols right, because my computer was overloaded, and then what I did is I removed all the symbols. Yeah, let's check again. Library, there's library, architectural. It's not even these ones I'm looking for. What we look for is just the symbols. When you come to desktop here, there's supposed to be a folder just for symbols. Let's search. symbols, enter. It's not here. Then when I go to my documents, search symbols, enter. There it is. Okay, I'll try to open. Where is document rack? No, this is not the symbols I'm looking for. This is for AutoCAD architectural. Okay, so I'll show you where to get the symbols, but you have already downloaded the symbols. When you open that symbol, yeah, open that file folder for symbols, take the windows, take the doors, and then you bring them in here. Well, this drawing is on 1:1 because the symbols are drawn on 1:1, and if you scale the drawing down and then later on bring the symbols, they are going to be on 2 different scales. So you must make sure that you first bring the symbols before scaling down the drawing. You are going to put the doors in place, everything where they belong. And once you finish, you are going to put the title and the scale, and then you scale this thing down. To scale this down, highlight, then you go to scale, then click on one of the corners. Okay, then type 1/100 because the scale is 1:100. 1/100, enter. You see how small this drawing is. Then you bring the template, move, because we want now the drawing to be inside the template. Yeah, this is how it is. You put it inside the template. When you scale down, you can start to dimension and you can start to text. But how do we dimension when you scale down? It means the dimensions are affected. Check here. This length was like 10,000 something, but you'll see how long this is. Can you see now it's showing 97?
Yes.
It's wrong. So this dimension is not right. So what you're going to do is to come on annotate and check here the scale of 1:100. Yeah. Here on our computers, we create scales for you, but here we don't have that scale that's already created on my computer. You will come and find a scale 1:100. Click on that scale, and once you click, then you can come and dimension. So in this case, I'll do manually. If I want to change this to the original measurement, I'll select it, and then I'll right click on the screen, then I'll go to properties. Then when I go to properties, I need to go and change the dimension scale, which is down, down, down. You go here on primary units, under primary units, you change this one. This is called dim scale linear. So instead of having it on 1, you have to type 100 because you used 1:100. So type 100. And when you type 100, click in the screen, and that is the original measurement. Okay. That is if you are to do it manually. Because now the building drafting dimension style is affected. Once you scale your drawing down, everything is reduced 100 times smaller. So to go back to their original dimensions, you go right click, select the dimension, right click, go to properties, then come scroll down to primary units under dimension scale, then you change to 100. If it's a site plan, it's 1:200. You can come here and change to 200. That is it's a bit time consuming, but when you come to our computers, we already create for you a dimension which is on 1:100. Here, you just select it and start to dimension. Everything you are dimensioning will be correct dimensions, as long here you choose 1:100. Clear? Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so what I can do is, because this video, I haven't even shown you how to get the symbols. The videos I posted earlier on today, they are detailed. Start with those ones first, because them are showed how to bring the symbols in and how to work things out. You watch them, and this one I will post it just for formality, but you have so many videos on the floor plans to watch from. Yes.
Okay. Then with the symbols, when I download them, must I extract the file or just download the file the way it is?
No, just download it and then save it on your desktop.
Okay, so I don't have to extract the file because it's when I'm
It's
because
a
I'm
zipped
downloading.
folder, right?
Yes.
No, you can extract if you want, but once you extract, there will be symbols for electrical, for building, for mechanical. You can extract, and then you can have them
Okay.
separate.
Okay.
The other thing I forgot to mention, I'll try to repost also on Google Classroom, is the standard room sizes. You know, when I'm designing here, whatever I was doing here, must follow South African building regulations. There are room sizes according to standards. We don't just design rooms our own way. So there's a
Mm.
standard room sizes like a kitchen, a bathroom, a passage. I told you that is 900 minimum for the passage. When we go to the patio, it should be at least, you can see, 900 by 1.2 meters. Garage is 6,000 by 3,000. Inside, when we're measuring, it's inside to inside. Those are the standard sizes you must know. So there is a PDF drawing or a document I'm going to post today about the standard room sizes, so that every time you are designing, think about the standards. Don't just go out of design, or even the room is too big, don't go beyond what is in the South African building regulations. All
Okay.
right, so
And then with the
mm,
templates here, I can see now there's also a folder of the template.
mm.
So I just download the folder the way it is because it's also a zip file.
Yes, you just download. You can also, the templates you can also extract, because there are templates for AutoCAD, for building, for electrical,
Yeah.
It depends with the
Yes.
subject you're doing. So now you're doing building. The only template you are supposed to use is building template.
Okay.
So you also extract.
And then other symbols here on that folder the same as the one for the other files for the symbol.
They are the same. So just extract and go to building symbols. That's where I wanted to open. So like it's on my hard drive. I don't have a building folder, unfortunately, but I'll bring it back. Next time when we meet, I'll show you how to use the symbols.
Okay.
All right, then I'll see you next time, and just enjoy those other videos plus this one.
All right.
Okay, bye. Mm.
One more thing. So, because I've been having trouble to trying to change the measurements. Because here, when I'm trying to draw, because I make myself like at least if I can do one thing at a day. So it's drawing in inches. So I don't know how to change the measurement for it so it can go to millimeters.
Which software are you using for that?
2020.
Oh, it's a 2021. Yeah,
Yes.
2021, when you look at the bottom, it's only that mine, there's something, let's see. At the bottom here, you do have where you can change units. You see where I'm going there. There is engineering and the decimal ones. Then apart from that, there's another icon at the bottom here where you can change to, yeah. There's one icon here, I'm not sure if it's showing. It shows you the units. Yeah. Okay, this is not this one. This is for decimals. Yeah, you must check the units, current units on drawing. Or else you have to research, you type there, you type for settings, and then you can go and change there. But it should be somewhere
Okay.
here on the units, current units. This is the decimal, but when you click on decimal, it means that everything will be under decimal. Yeah. It's just the icon is not showing here. There's one icon that shows which one are you working with, inches or millimeters.
Inches.
Yeah, you must
So I
change to
can't.
millimeters, yes. You must look for the icon at the bottom right hand side corner. There will be one icon.
Okay.
Mine is not showing here because of the recording.
All right. I'll try to look for it.
Yeah, look for it. If you don't find it, let me know, then I can send it to your WhatsApp, or ask me on WhatsApp, then I can take a screenshot.
Okay.
All right. Okay then.
All right.
Bye.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay,
Bye.
cheers. Bye.